You had some pretty good results today. Is that going to continue into 2019? Are you quite bullish about the year ahead?
Well, we are very proud, it's true. We have already beat our record result in a year. So it's over 3 billion euros net profit with growth in all lines of the account. So, and thanks that in all business, in all geographies, has already a two-digit growth in all of them. So, which I think that is very good result. That is consequence of the investment we have been making during the last few years. We decided many years ago to invest heavily in renewables, in networks, in storage, and that is already just giving the result. We announced today as well an increase in our dividend by 7.7%, and I think in the outlook we gave already to the investor this morning is that our plan for 2019 is to continue to this growth at middle single-digit growth as well during 2019, thanks to the investment we are making and we continue making this year, and we are planning to put in operation something like 6,000 new megawatts.
Are you planning any acquisitions? Would you be looking at some of the assets that EDP may be getting rid of, Mr. Galan?
Well, our plan is very clear. Our plan is based in organic growth. I think the plan we announced last year was based in 32 billion investment between 2018 and 2022, all dedicated to organic growth, and that is what we are making. So we are nothing in hand in this moment for looking for things which are not organic. So our growth is good enough to dedicate fully to the organic for achieving the result we are achieving.
How much bigger do you think the renewable energy business will be in about 12 months?
Sorry? You mentioned,
when you look at
I cannot really hear you very well.
Yeah, how much bigger will the industry be, the renewable energy industry in Europe be in 12 months?
Well, I think in the energy plans and the climate plans of the European Union is precisely trying to accelerate investment in this respect. In our case, our investment mostly is addressed to this direction, and the expectation in Europe is that the growth in investment in renewable will be huge. I was last week with the Commissioner Cañete, and he is absolutely convinced that the winter package, which now is already been approved by all member states, is going to produce already a tremendous wealth in Europe because the investment which is going to be required in the countries. In our case, I will present next week our plans of investment in different countries, mostly in Britain and Spain, in France, in Germany. But I think it's going to be very many billions, more than we were presenting before.
Mr. Galan, of course, you're going through a Spanish electoral campaign with elections due in April. If there's uncertainty in the politics, does it have an impact on your share price?
Well, I don't think so. I think today is going to be announced the energy climatic plan for the next few years. I think that is something which I'm convinced has a tremendous consensus for everybody, and that is going to generate already a lot of opportunities for a company like ours. So Spain is a country where we have a lot of sun, we have a lot of wind, we have a lot of dams where we can be transformed in storage, and I think that is already an opportunity for a country where we are importing almost 100% of the energy we are already generating for fossil fuels. So we are not coal, we are not oil, we are not gas, and I think the opportunities of making all this investment in new renewables and to make already the grid necessary for distributing and transporting this electricity generated with renewables is going to generate a good wealth in the country. So I think no one political party will oppose to the line which I think been already discussed during the last months, and I think with this government, with the previous government as well.
Mr. Galan, talk to me about your dividend policy. So dividend up 8%. Are you going to promise to continue doing that kind of growth for shareholders?
So for a long time, we already applying the same policy that our dividend is increased in line with the increase of profits. I think last year profit increased by 7.5%, And the dividend has already increased by 7.7% in line with that one. So our strategy is going to change for the next future. So I think our plan is continue to increase our dividend in line with increase of our net profit. That is we've been doing for the last 10 or 15 years, and we will continue exactly with the same line. Increasing dividend in line with increasing in profit. So the expectation from this year is the growth of profit is in mid-single digit growth. So I think dividend is going to increase by mid-single digit growth as well, according with our plan and our strategy.